Let's go to the Packers. I got a couple things to say. And like I said, I'm not going to sit here and bash on the Bears because I don't think that would be right to do. Except I will say the Bears still suck. I have to throw that out there. We must say that after every Packers win. The Bears still suck. And death, taxes, and Jordan Love being the biggest demon in the NFL during Toyotathon. I am begging Toyota to extend Toyotathon through the Super Bowl. Please extend Toyotathon through the Super Bowl. He's got, in a couple years, 3 years starting, 4,200 passing yards, 36 touchdowns, and only 2 picks during Toyotathon. This man is a menace. It is the season of giving, and Jordan Love has given defenses hell when it is Toyotathon season. And look, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but if you see Jordan Love go into fadeaway form and you're a fan of the other team, just look away. It's going to hurt. But if you don't look it right in the eyes, it can't get you as bad as it could. So if you see Jordan Love hit a fadeaway, it's so unnecessary why he does it, but every time he does it, god dang it, he's destroying the other team with it. So watch away. And people criticize Jordan Love a lot for being bad under pressure early, and it was justified. He had bad numbers under pressure and against the blitz. But now, as the season has progressed, as Toyotathon has kicked up since week 11, essentially, he's now 4th in passer rating when facing against the blitz and 1st in EPA per dropback against the blitz. So, and he's already been the most efficient, dominant quarterback in a clean pocket all season. And now he's cooking everybody when he's getting blitzed. He's still number 1 in EPA per play. And at this point, he's been number 1 for a while now. And now he's starting to separate. And, you see him, Stafford, and May really separating from the whole pack. And Love is separating from that pack of the MVP quarterbacks. And like I said earlier, 4 straight games with a QBR over 75 plus when the league leader's at 73.4. Packers fans been clamoring for a wide receiver 1 all these years. And golly, Christian Watson is giving you every bit of it now. And I know people are still not going to buy in. They won't. And I get it because of the injuries. It's hard to get all the way gung-ho about it because he's been hurt a lot. But look, he's got the most touchdowns in football since week 11 with 5. He's got a second game with two scores. He's got 452 yards and freaking 5 touchdowns in 7 games. He's pacing a full season play, be pacing for an 1,100-yard season. Tell me one person complaining about those numbers, and probably over double-digit touchdowns too. That's wide receiver 1 numbers as it gets. And guys coming off an ACL tear, and he was clocked at 21.6 miles an hour. Oh, burn CJ Gardner-Johnson off the line, and unless you got Speed Jesus behind you, it's over. You ain't catching him. Yeah. You're just not catching him. So he's currently 8th in yards per route run, which is just incredible. Again, going back to telling you how effective he's been. Funny enough, this one hurts a little bit, but also awesome. Christian Watson becomes the first player in the Jordan Love era to have back-to-back games with 80-plus receiving yards. It took that long. Damn. And you see why we're clamoring for a wide receiver 1. It's just been spread all over the place. And he was talking, Christian Watson was talking after the game, like he couldn't believe the Bears used single man with 1 high safety on a 3rd down that they just smoked them on. So, and it was crazy. The whole game, you're hearing Jordan Love call, can, to switch off. And the whole game, and thankfully the run game was working because they would just do their thing with the run game, just wait for the safety to come down, and the safeties creep down a little bit. And the second they did, did they get him? They made him pay every time. So Jordan Love was great at the line of scrimmage today. The Packers defense was overall good. Besides that second half, I'll give it to Caleb Williams. He kind of put it to us in that second half. With what did he go? That second half, he had 169 total yards, 2 touchdowns, led 3 scoring drives, obviously put him in position to have the game-winning touchdown, which, thankfully he threw a hanging curveball, just lobbed it in there. Not an easy throw to make with his body position and how, away from that, but he let that thing hang for way too long. Yeah. He had a much better throw against the Eagles on the same exact play from even further out. But
I thought he was going to go underneath the DJ Moore because if he would have waited a little bit longer, DJ Moore kind of popped open. I thought he was going to go to him. But yeah, that was a big play on y'all.
And I was talking to my buddy about it. He was trying to justify that you can't make that throw. I was like, look, if he can make that throw 30 yards, I think he can make it 15 yards. And you had 4 Packers flowing away. Keyshawn Nixon was in his man duties, and DJ Moore was just hovering over the middle of the field. No one was getting him. He was waltzing in probably doing a little
That
dance,
was a
feeling
hell of a
silly.
pick, though. People don't
He
understand.
was
He
up
had to
there,
climb the ladder to get that one. I mean, he had to
up
climb
there.
the ladder to get that pick. So that
Mhm,
wasn't just like a gimme. That was a
mhm.
good pick in my eyes. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Absolutely. And Keyshawn Nixon catches a lot of heat, but boy, did he clap back with that huge game winning interception. He had a huge game. He got penalized twice, which were absurd. He got penalized for Luther Burden putting hands on his neck.
Yeah,
It's
that was
always
crazy.
the
Yeah,
second
that was
man.
crazy. When I
That was
seen that, I was
crazy.
like, come on.
I mean, and again, and I'm not going to belabor the point on Michael Parsons getting held. There's been no holding calls on Michael Parsons all season, and it was so blatantly in front of the refs again. Like I saw it and I tweeted it out, and then instantly the entire Packer Nation is tweeting the same thing, talking about. I was like, it was obvious the dude's got arms wrapped around him, and all season and
He's
not.
must have said something to a
I don't
ref
get it.
years ago. I
I
think
don't
he said
understand it.
something to a ref years ago, and they're just making him kind of pay for it. Because I mean, some of them be blatant, and I get you miss a few every now and then. But in a
Mm-hmm.
game like that, at a crucial time, you got to be looking at
Gotta
Michael
make
Parsons because he's the first in the fucking backfield. So it's
Yeah, I
kind of
don't get it.
weird.
It's
Yeah, it's
like
kind of
they
weird.
know it's happening. They're accepting it's happening, but we're not going to call. We're going to look elsewhere for another flag. We're just going to let that kind of go because it's all year. Zero holding penalties called, and every game, after every single Packer game, there's numerous images coming out of the most blatant holding calls, and where Parsons is getting held is right in front of the ref, and
Right in
none
their
of it's getting
face.
called.
Yeah.
It's in. I had never seen anything like it. But look, again, just kind of finish the point on the Packers defense, and I think what they did really well here. This Chicago team is cooking. This rivalry is all the way back. That Bears team with their core and with Caleb Williams doing, oh my God, Caleb Williams rolling to his right and his escapability is so
Yeah.
frustrating if you're a fan of the other team. It's amazing what he does. And it's crazy to think like some of the throws he makes rolling to his right and what he does, like that touchdown he had to Zacchaeus. Wow, what a thread. But then you see he has another game where he can't complete 60% of his passes. I think that's his 9th game of the season or something like that. So it's very concerning that the fact that his accuracy is not getting better, but then he has these flashes of making these Mahomes type of throws. Is like, oh my God, please don't do more of those. But what I was going to say on the Packers defense is Chicago's been running over everyone this year, the run game. They entered the game with 6 more explosive run plays than any other team in the league with 54 runs of 10 plus yards. They had exactly 0 against the Packers. Longest run was 9 yards. So that was with Devontae Wyatt not playing for the Packers. Maybe that was a good thing. So great job to the Packers defense there. And I do got to call out, last thing on Caleb, quick, is I thought it was interesting how Ben Johnson called this game. 61% of Caleb's dropbacks were play action. That's the most play action ran against the Packers since 2006. That's an absurd amount of play action. And what that tells me, you can say strategy. What that tells me is Ben Johnson didn't trust Caleb Williams, the truly quarterback, against a top 3 defense in football. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. You're a former quarterback. What do you, if your coach
Yeah,
has you do that every game, all
yeah,
game?
he's been a little sporadic anyway. And you know, with play action, you have a couple reads. It's flats. It's either deep or flats the deep. So I think he is kind of minimizing his reads because it's either home run or nothing with Caleb. Like I'm with you. It's like he makes like these unbelievable throws. And
Mm-hmm.
then sometimes I'm like, what? He's right there. Just get it to him right there. So yeah, I think Ben Johnson is learning that
Mm-hmm.
Caleb's probably going to be a better play action, and then if everything all else fails, guess what? Then just be Caleb and scramble and do all of that. But I mean, that was an awesome game, and I thought Jordan Love was going to blow it at first because when he first threw that first
God.
pick to Gardner, I was like, oh, not him. But
Yeah.
I mean, that was an exciting, and I literally watched that game all the way through. It was an exciting game.
Great game.
I thought, listen, I thought Caleb was going to come back and tie it up. So I was like, oh shit, he's
Yeah.
about to do it. And like I said, when I seen that play open, I said, damn, DJ Moore right there, but he threw it. So, but
Mm-hmm.
that's a good game. And as of right now, I'm telling you, I told you before, the Rams they haven't sold me. I think the NFC is coming out of those 2 teams. I'm telling you, because
That's
those
fair.
2 games look, I mean, the defenses look good, the offenses look real good on y'all side. And I just think with Rashawn Gary and Micah Parson getting off that edge like that and
Oh,
DBs
shoot.
making plays when they need it, it's going to be hard to beat them. And I said it when Christian Watson came back. I said he is looking like a number 1 anybody saying he's not a number one, come on, just close your eyes. Like, just stop.
Yeah.
That kid is for real. And if he can stay healthy,
Mm-hmm.
fuck this year. Next year with a little bit more time and rhythm with Jordan Love, he's gonna be top 3 receiver because he's big, he's fast,
Yeah.
and he can play. That kid can play. I'm not even gonna lie
He
to
blocks.
you.
He
He can
block in the
play.
run game. Got strong hands.
Can play.
Hey, you said Rashawn Gary. I said last week he's got to start showing up, or we have to have an uncomfortable conversation. Rashawn Gary didn't show up again. We got a Rashawn Gary problem. Kingsley Enagbare came in and had a better game. It's that I again, as a lifelong Rashawn Gary defender, this is why you don't exactly just draft a project with a top 15 pick. Lucas Van Ness, it's the same thing all over again. We drafted 2 pass rush projects.
No, I think the Parsons made him kind of. I think he's still good, Austin. Trust me.
He's not done anything. He's got his quick pressure rate. This is all I need to know. Rashawn Gary's not getting doubled or chipped anymore because of Parsons. Rashawn Gary has the lowest quick pressure rate in his career right now. He's not beating his one-on-ones. He's not getting around these things. All of his sacks are long developing sacks where the quarterback mostly is stepping up from trying to get away from Parsons and then just naturally kind of falling into Rashawn Gary's arms. That's how most of it's gone, which is good, but you just paid Rashawn Gary a boatload of money and he still just can't get over 10 sacks with Parsons there.
The scheme might have changed for him, though.
I don't know what it is, man.
The scheme. I still believe in him. I think he's going to help y'all in the playoffs.
He's a cap casualty at this point. I'm sorry.
Man.
You cannot be paid that much money as a top. You cannot be paid like a top 5 pass rusher and then have middle of the pack pass rush numbers and be putting up your career low numbers with pressures and getting to the quarterback. Good run defender, great locker room guy, but you are paid to put quarterbacks on their ass, and you are simply not doing that. And that's a problem. It is a problem at this point. We've backed him all these years. We've made excuses from all these years. It's about time. Like, as much as I love him, like, we can't pay you this money to not be getting to the quarterback when
I agree.
The guy across from you is getting double and triple team and chipped every play, and you're on 1-to-1 every play. You got to be better than this.
I just want to see him in the playoffs. You know, I know regular season's kind of like some people just don't get up for regular season sometimes. So I want to kind of see him in the playoffs. I just think he's going to help y'all more than hurt y'all because regardless of who you are, every offensive coordinator is putting him on that scouting report. I don't care what type of season he's had. Yep. We got to make sure we account for that guy every play. So
that's fair. Last thing I'll say on the Packers, I'm just going to say it. After 45 games, Jordan Love versus Aaron Rodgers, after 45 games in their Packer career, Jordan Love's got a better winning record. He's got a better completion percentage. He's got less interceptions. He's got a higher passer rating, and he's only got 2 less passing touchdowns. I'm simply presenting facts.
Don't say it, though. Don't say it. Don't say it, though.
He's only got 1,000 less pass yards. Only 1,000 less pass yards.
Don't say it, Austin. Don't say it,
I'm simply presenting facts.
Don't say
nothing else. I'm simply presenting facts.
Stats, not facts. Stats.
Yes.
Please don't say he's better. Just don't say
I'm simply presenting information. That is
okay. Don't say he's better.
I wasn't going to say anything.
He's not better.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Okay. Please don't. Please.
I was just, here's the numbers. You do with it what you will. That's it.
Okay.
Joey, let's talk Bears. Let's wrap up the Packers Bears conversation. I think if nothing else, we get Joey on here to talk about it. I think we can agree this rivalry is all the way back and it's going to be intense. And I think we're going to be seeing a lot of series splits for the next long time. As it stands now, Chicago Bears are still owned by a Green Bay Packers quarterback. How we doing? That's it.
Wow. No, there was so much juice and energy in the city for this game. It was crazy. Like, I remember when they played the NFC Championship game in 2010, and then it was like, oh my God, like they're playing each other, and this is the biggest. It's like we've had hits and misses here and there in 13 and 18 and what have you, but this is all the way back. Like, I could not wait till Sunday. And it was just, how do I say it? It was a frustrating loss, but it's incredibly exciting and encouraging of how great of a game that was. Because I will agree with you as much as it hurts my heart that the Packers are one of the best teams in the league. And we said that earlier in the year. And when you as a Bears team that is way ahead of schedule comes into this game, gets completely ass kicked in the first half, and finds their way the second half to almost win it, you're there to stay. And if the Bears win on Sunday against Cleveland, then they host the Packers again at home under the lights. That's TV gold. I mean, it's unreal. And that's without a real pass rush, yet they still get their league-leading interception with 18 on the year in that game. Like you said with Caleb Williams, it's so hard as a fan, especially someone who's never seen a real quarterback in this city, to evaluate. And he's, I was thinking about as you were talking, he's infuriatingly awesome because it's those little throws, like Iman said, where you're like, how the hell did you miss that? He was wide open, or not executing a screen, or not throwing the ball away in time. But then he leads these drives and does what he does on the run. Bananas. And that last play, I know I have to give you guys credit for the interception on fourth down, but on Bears Twitter and in Ben Johnson conversation, the play was the right call. They just didn't execute it. If you look at that play, it was the same one against the Eagles.
He threw it too late.
He threw it too late.
Yeah.
Cole Kmet was wide open.
Wide open?
Wide open. And so was DJ Moore, as you said. But it's like, okay, they schemed it exactly right. And next year or the year after, that's a touchdown. And you're just a little bit ahead of schedule, but you've won a lot of games like that. So they're still growing. I still got to be positive. It is nuts, like you said, that they go from 1 to 7 in the spell of an afternoon. But it's nice to still talk about a relevant team. And my one question still offensively, and I know we've talked about it before, Rome Odunze is out for the game with a foot injury. So you figure, all right, someone's got to step up. Surely your $100 million man, DJ Moore, will be the guy to do it. Absent.
Who?
He was negative in the play sheet.
Who?
Negative. And it's like, I'm fascinated to know what the disconnect is. One with I mean, I know he was a Justin Fields guy, and that's a whole nother story. But is he schemed out of this offense?
Yes.
Like, it's crazy to realize and understand that. You go from signing the biggest contract in Bears history as a receiver to being schemed out of the offense in less than, 2 years?
Has there been anything? Has anyone talked about he's been this in the locker room? He's been that. I haven't seen anything as like he's a problem.
No, because they nominated him for Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Oh, wow.
I don't get it.
You're like, what?
He's a freak. He's so good. He was criminally underused in Carolina.
Yep.
And but his usage in Chicago now makes like his Carolina time look like legendary stuff. I don't get it.
It's weird. It's like Keenan Allen, right? Keenan Allen last year was here. And I mean, they were awful, but nothing. And then he goes back to LA and they're like, oh yeah, you're a Pro Bowler.
Yeah. Oh shoot.
But I haven't heard anything yet. I'm still trying to figure out why he's absent. There were some shows today I'm going to go back and listen to, and I'll report back on our Friday show. But it's just really weird when you have an offensive coach and a veteran receiver that can be Pro Bowl caliber and can teach a guy more so how to play better, like Burden or Zacchaeus or whomever. And you're sitting there at the end of the game, and Devin Duvernay's making your key catch to get you in range for that last play. The returner. I mean, it's just weird.
Joey, if I can make you feel better, the Packers use a first-round pick on Matthew Golden, and it's our cornerback who caught a deep ball touchdown from Jordan Love before Matthew Golden ever caught. We have our sixth-string cornerback catching a touchdown from Jordan Love before our first-round pick wide receiver Matthew Golden. I hope that makes you feel better about the DJ Moore situation. It doesn't justify it, but both things can be equally as messed up at the same point. I guess my last point on Jordan Love, I mean, the Caleb Williams, Jordan Love thing is hard. Like with one of them, you get like sporadic inaccuracy, but then like these legendary moments of the ceiling being unstoppable. With Jordan Love, you get a guy who's playing extremely clean football, but then makes the most absurd, ridiculous, what the hell is going on interception you've ever seen in your life. When he throws an interception, it is the most, what the hell are you looking at interception you've ever seen. Every single Jordan Love interception is that way. He doesn't throw many of them, and he's been wickedly good and accurate and dominant. But boy, when he makes a bad mistake, is it the ugliest damn thing on the planet.
Man.
So it's weird. So it feels like he's got that to work out, and Caleb Williams still has like, an accuracy is tough to teach now. That's a tough thing to get right. We've seen it, like guys who are like come in as accurate quarterbacks, struggle, but then get right. But it's hard to, accuracy is a tough thing to get right as a quarterback. But yeah, it's going to be a great series for a long time. The Packers are flying around. Holy shit. I think maybe it was the Bears being in town and how big that game was, but I don't think I've seen them fly around. And there was some smacking. You probably heard it. There was some smacking.
Oh, yeah. The helmets were breaking. It was awesome.
Ooh, Javon Bullard. Sorry, go ahead.
A game hasn't mattered between the two teams in 12 years.
Huge game. In Lambeau, too. That was a huge
like
game.
That, like the Bear, like we talk it up, or you guys will talk it up if there's either team has a down year and an up year you want to win. But they haven't had a meaningful game since 2013, where they were both in it.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. So this is why it's like great rivalry. And I know rivalries sometimes are hit or miss in sports, but this one's like still kicking. And now the teams are back. And hopefully for a while with two young coaches and young stars, it's
here for a long time.
Fun.
Yeah, here for a long time.
Yep, and I think the advantage, the thing I'm very nervous about with the Packers in general, and especially this rivalry, Jeff Hafley's gone next year. I think that is, unless he willingly decides to stay, he's going to have interviews out the arse coming up this offseason. And replacing him, he came in and instantly has his team producing to a top 5 defense back-to-back years in his first 2 years. That's going to be hard to replace. And thankfully, you got McKinney locked up and Evan Williams on a rookie contract. You got the talent still. The defense is in a really good spot from a contract-wise and youth-wise and whatever they got. They just need to get some more. I don't even know if they definitely need another outside corner. You got to add to that. But you're going to have to go out and pay Quay Walker. But replacing Jeff Hafley is going to be a son of a bitch. And I perhaps would like to see Al Harris come home and get away from Chicago. And I think that would be I think that would be a great trade-off to losing Jeff Hafley is we take Al Harris back from you guys because you don't deserve him and he should be a Packers coach.
But Jeff better wait to a good team because the teams is going to open up this year. He's not going to want to take over them.
So true.
So he should just, like Ben Johnson did, hey, wait a couple more years, get your stock up real high, and wait for a team that you can take over and win with right now. So, if
and you're gonna want, and it's not the greatest like quarterback class ever. Mendoza, but so like, and I would want to wait to a situation where I feel great about the quarterback. Obviously, you're bringing your own guys, but it's got to be like McDonald right in Seattle, Mike McDonald, he's a defensive guy. You got to nail it with the OC hire. Nail it. And he got Kubiak right, and it's working. Sam Darnold's still putting that ball in jeopardy a bit too much. You can't trust Sam Darnold under pressure. Boy, oh boy, is he showing his colors. He's seeing ghosts again.